The Cambodian shame is not what you think. Researchers studying Cambodian social values describe it as one of the most shame-oriented cultures ever measured. Far more than guilt, far more than personal conscience. But here is what that really means. In Cambodia, shame is not a private feeling. It lives in the eyes of other people, in reputation, in family, in memory. And sometimes it becomes more powerful than law itself. It does not just shape you, it shapes everyone connected to you. In much of the West, behavior is guided by guilt. Guilt is internal, personal, a conversation between you and your conscience. It asks one question: did I do the right thing? In traditional Cambodian culture, the question is different. Not did I do right, but what will people see? This is the difference between a guilt culture and a shame culture, and it changes everything. In a shame culture, your inner conscience matters less than your standing in the eyes of others. So many Cambodians will go to extraordinary lengths to protect one thing: face. Face is not pride. Face is your social existence, your reputation, your standing, the version of you that lives in other people's minds. And once it is lost, it is very hard to recover. Research published in 2025 describes a culture of silence and face-saving that protects the family's reputation from blame. This helps explain why public criticism is often avoided, why disagreement is frequently softened into a smile, why a difficult truth is sometimes wrapped in politeness instead of spoken directly. These are not acts of dishonesty. They are acts of protection, a way of keeping everyone in the room intact. But shame in Cambodia is not only about restraint. It is also one of the most powerful sources of motivation a person can carry. The same force that makes someone avoid embarrassment also drives them to work quietly, relentlessly, to protect the dignity of the people they love. Shame here is not only fear, it is fuel. To understand this, you have to understand history. For centuries, survival in Cambodia depended on your place within a community. Lose face, and you could lose your protector. Lose your protector, and you could lose everything. Then came the Khmer Rouge, and they understood the power of shame better than anyone. Public criticism, forced confession, deliberate humiliation. Shame was not just an emotion during the Khmer Rouge. It was a weapon of mass psychological destruction. The survivors of that time learned something they never forgot: that the loss of face can be one of the most dangerous forces a human being experiences. But they learned something else too: that the same force could be turned the other way, from silence into rebuilding. That lesson passed quietly to their children, and to their children after them. Between 2000 and 2019, Cambodia became one of the fastest growing economies in the world, according to the World Bank. From near total destruction to one of the fastest recoveries in modern history. The same shame that once silenced a nation became part of what rebuilt it. Shame is not only fear, it can be a survival technology. What looks like avoidance from the outside is often something deeper from the inside. In traditional Cambodian life, identity is not only personal, it is shared. Your success is your family's success. Your failure is your family's failure. Your reputation is never carried alone. This is why many people will protect the harmony of a group even at personal cost. Why difficult emotions are often carried privately rather than placed onto others. Why the appearance of stability is sometimes maintained to shield the people around them. Recent research from 2024 found that for many Cambodians, the barrier to seeking help is not money, not access. It is the fear of what struggle would mean for the family's standing. This is not denial. It is a form of love expressed through endurance. In a culture built on interdependence, carrying something quietly can be an act of care. The goal is not to hide. The goal is to protect, to keep the people you are connected to from carrying a weight that was never theirs. So when you see avoidance, look closer. When you see silence, look closer. What the outside world calls denial is often the quiet protection of something larger than the self, the family, the community, the shared face of everyone connected to you. The Cambodian shame is not what you think. In much of the West, dignity is often found in radical honesty. In traditional Cambodian culture, dignity is often found in protecting the people around you from shame. And that single difference changes everything. Next week, the Cambodian forgiveness is not what you think. Why a culture that survived genocide chose forgiveness over revenge, and what the world can learn from that choice. Subscribe if this opens something for you. See you next week.